It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. And it's coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. And in motion, it's Diggs. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the shotgun, it's Matt. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
The tight end Hockenson starts the motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. Up the middle, here's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Jones. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one, taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. It's up and through. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. On play action, here's McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
It is 3rd and 10. On the draw, here's Jones. A gain there of 11. It'll be a Vikings first down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Here's 1st and 10. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Off he goes. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Running left, it's Jones. He's going to have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. Moore going in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
To the right side, this is Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Throwing now is May. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Bryce Behringer now as he's on to punt for New England. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Jones. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. To the air once more is McCarthy. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time, and next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is May. Airing one out for Bourne. That's caught! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings got a good performance in the first half from their quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams leave in the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Jones. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw is McCarthy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw now, May has completed to Douglas. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and short. And here is May. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
Here's May to throw it on first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. May to the air once more. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Here's May again. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. Now, May. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Digs on the reception. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he will score! Game on! Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones, heading right. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Off the play fake, here's May. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all three downs.
He's got his big tight end, Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is third down. May gonna look to throw. And this is gonna be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. This is Jones. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Moore going in motion. A run. It's Jones. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. He runs with it.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Jones. Marked down at the 6. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. In motion, it's Jefferson. Again, it'll be Jones. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Reichert now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will get out in front 17-7. Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is May. Open man there, it is Bourne. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw again is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.